Global fight against Islamic State is playing out online and in the news with more and more extremist acts by terrorist groups. Thousands of young men and women from North America, Europe and elsewhere in the Middle East flocked to Syria and Iraq to join ISIL. Later, we'll talk to two men who became radicalized and then de-radicalized. But first, CCTV's Jim Spellman has this report.
Groups like Al-Qaeda and ISIL seem to have an endless string of recruits. While the U.S., Russia, and others fight them on the battlefield, some officials are asking if it's possible for a violent radical to be de-radicalized. The first step, they say, understanding why so many become radicalized in the first place.
Primarily, particularly in the Arab world, what we see is unemployment. There are tens of thousands of young teenage kids with nothing to do but have time on their hands. They are desperate to find something. They want to be part of something larger. And they are just a prime recruiting target for the likes of ISIL.
At a February summit on countering violent extremism, U.S. President Barack Obama said once a radical has taken up arms in the name of religion, the link between religion and violence must be broken.
We have to confront the warped ideologies espoused by terrorists like Al-Qaeda and ISIL, especially their attempt to use Islam to justify their violence.
Different countries have tried different approaches to de-radicalization. Programs in Libya and Iraq have seen little success. But a Saudi program that began in 2004 is considered by many terrorism analysts to be the most effective.
Extremists in prison are first given religious counseling by Islamic clerics. They're then moved to special halfway houses where they're given vocational training. They may even be given assistance in finding a wife, so they have a more stable home life when they return to society.
Saudi Arabia claims that only a small number of people who have completed the program go on to commit acts of terrorism. One of those was a former detainee at the U.S. facility in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, who played a direct role in Al-Qaeda's 2008 attack on the U.S. Embassy in Yemen. For foreign fighters, including Westerners, the internet accelerates the recruitment.
They get sucked into what's going on over there, and as part of sort of the video game generation, many of them probably just see it as an adventure. And then once they're really in it, it's all too late.
In the U.S. state of Minnesota, where dozens of young men have gone to fight with Boko Haram, a small-scale de-radicalization program aimed at Somali Americans has been started, but it's too soon to tell if it will be effective.
I think until we can tap down the larger causes of it, be it chronic unemployment, be it the success of ISIL's marketing techniques, we're going to continue to see it as a problem.
An allure with deadly consequences. Jim Spellman, CCTV, Washington.